the podcast is called Integration Love Story. You already mentioned that you fell in love with integration like 2 decades ago. And can you tell us like a story about where you actually fell in love with it, or a
Oh yeah,
project, or
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah. When there was BizTalk Server 2000,
Mm,
um, we I was working for a vendor, a Microsoft partner
mm,
in Peru. I don't know, it was 2000. I was probably 22 years old, 20 something, and I was just reading about BizTalk, and and I said, well, I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, what does it actually do? Because I saw a message box, I saw ports, I saw, well, this is an interesting concept, for integration. I knew about other products, about MQ series back then, about
yeah,
MQ, about IBM MQ integrator, and um, not much about this. So then, the more I read about it, the more in love I fell off with this. So
yeah,
when I read about HIS, I was like shocked. I said, "Wow, I didn't know that things like that were possible." And they flew me to Seattle to this airlift. They call it Vistock airlift, and I saw some Vistock names, big Vistock names back in the day,
mm,
presenting about Vistock, and I loved it. And then I saw a host integration server, green screens.
mm,
And then I saw this person presenting about what HIS, how HIS did the mapping of the data. I said, well, you know what? This is opening an eye opener for me.
mm,
And that's when I decided to have my VSTOC certification. And I got certified in VSTOC. And I was the first VSTOC certified in Peru.
oh,
For about a year, it was known like that, That was the
yeah.
certified, he's Mr. Certified. It was in a beta. I don't think it was. I think the
Yeah,
first.
2000 was new. Like it's
Yeah, it
really,
was even beta. It was not the actual, but I got the beta one, and it was for free and everything. And that's when I fell in love about integration.
Yeah.
When I saw how this product was born, and then I got certified on it and the training, I was flying, man.
Yeah.
That was. This is it. I say it doesn't get any better. I was never I would have never thought that I was going to be now part of the BizTalk Server team, right? The PM
Yeah.
for BizTalk Server. That's to me, that's pretty much the cherry on the pie,
Yeah.
of
yes.
Yeah.
my integration career, which
Yeah, you did an amazing journey also. Like, and we have been following you also over the years.
Yeah.
You have been creating really good, helping
thank you.
others, and also creating good content, and ending up also being a part of an amazing product like Logic App.
Yeah.
So it's
It's I think um, something that sometimes get overlooked in this cloud platform as a services is the extreme complexity that
Mm,
the cloud manages behind the scenes, right? I
mm,
mean, so we tend to think, right, that clouds they just you just throw a server and they are connected and that's it. No, I mean, all of these control planes and data planes, they are
mm,
utterly complex, right?
mm,
And on top of that complexity, so then you have services that do integration and that can parallelize and can be elastic and they can, work very close to as if you will be working on a VM. Close because not identical. In a VM, you have more freedom.
yeah.
Like you have control of the threads, you have control of
yeah,
better control of CPU and everything. In the cloud, is different. So I think kudos for the team who was able to build, something
Yeah.
abstract so much complexity into something for you to just see in a designer,
Yeah.
to do all of those great things, going through service providers tiers, to and then connectors and then the engine and
Mm.
then the control plane and then the data plane and the control plane and the
it's
networking and everything just to give you data from a 60 years old legacy system and integrated with an open AI in, right? So in a scalable manner. So that
yeah.
is that is where we are now, right? I mean, you see
Yeah.
that huge evolution. That's where we are headed, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, and I even it feel out to me now. Now I even love it more
Yeah.
because the way you describe it's too many layers. I
Yeah.
cannot not fall in love with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
It is. And sometimes, sometimes we see issues. There is a problem. Hey, how can you fix? Why did you have? Why haven't you fixed this faster?
Mm.
Right? And then you start realizing that you got to peel all of the layers, and then there is a lot of complexity behind the scenes, and I think we are in the this is the pinnacle, of what
Mm.
of our business of IT to me, right? I mean, we are getting to a point where the born of the large language models, right, and generative AI and everything. I think that shows, how much progress we are making. We've been making over the last 20, 30, well, in the case of AI, 50 years. But you see what I'm
Mm,
trying to
yeah,
get at, right? It's just
Yeah.
the abstraction of complexity. So then folks who are not necessarily well versed in technology, they can just use technologies as if, they will be doing something casual in the day.
Yeah. Exactly.